Hey there, Virgo. This is Erica from the Lotus Connection, and welcome to my channel and your reading for December 1st through the 15th in regards to possible reconciliation with your ex. Is it in the cards? We shall see. Please note that this is a generalized reading, so it may or may not resonate with you guys. Take what does, leave what doesn't, or check your other signs, your moon, your rising, or Venus signs. If those don't resonate, you can always book a personalized reading with me and we can take a look at your specific situation. My details will be in the description box down below. Before I begin the reading, I do tend to curse. It's part of my nature. I am not going to change, and I'm forewarning you now. If you do not like swearing, or if swearing bothers you, offends you, what have you, please stop the video now. I'm warning you, so I don't want to hear it in the comments that I swear a lot. I know I do. That's why I give you guys a warning, okay? All right. Please note that the energies can be reversed, all right? And any signs that I point out may not specifically relate to your situation, and it's okay. They may have characteristics, or they may have those signs in their chart somewhere, all right? Now, taking a look here, I'm really excited for your reading. It's so crazy how this year is already going by so fast. And I'm going to let you know right now, I've already started this video like 4 or 5 times. Like, Mercury retrograde has me fucked up. And I think a lot of signs are really fucked up over Mercury. But especially those who are Gemini or have Gemini in their chart. Also in Mercury. So if you have Gemini anywhere in your chart, or definitely in Mercury, I feel like a lot of people are just going through a really difficult time expressing themselves. I've been having, and it's funny because I've never experienced this before ever, but I've been having so many issues with technology. Either things breaking, nothing's uploading, it's not recording, or information is trying to save and it's not saving properly. Miscommunications are definitely happening, so please bear with me if I'm fumbling around words, and if for whatever reason I have to stop the video. I do have a small child who you may hear in the background, or who may be coming in and out. So just bear in mind that if you do hear any pauses in my videos, it's because of that, all right? But I promise I will make it really cohesive for you all. All right, so let's get into your reading. In regards to how you're feeling towards reconciliation with your ex, we have this Emperor energy here, all right? So for me, this is somebody... And I'm going to throw out the energy here. The Emperor is associated with the Aries, the sign Aries, all right? But this doesn't necessarily have to be, your ex doesn't have to be an Aries. But the Emperor sits very calmly, okay? It's kind of looking over, essentially, their kingdom. Looking over the balance, looking over... everything that has been created. So I feel like for you guys are really sitting down, really in your thoughts, really thinking about the relationship, trying to plan your thoughts accordingly, trying to figure out, what your best next move is going to be. I feel like a lot of you guys are exerting some discipline before you're acting right now. But I do feel, there's a lot of major arcanas here, which are letting me know that there's a lot of external influences going on, okay? A lot of unknowns. There are a lot of things that you can't control. But because there's so much external influences, I feel like there's like a lot of stresses right now. But I feel like you're very focused, and you're really reassessing sort of how you have been processing your thoughts, or how you're going to continue to keep processing them. You're trying to put a plan into action. You're trying to create order out of the chaos. I feel like for some of you guys, this person has done a number on you. I feel like there's been a lot of just really difficult times right now, and I feel like you sort of are regaining your power and your strength, and maybe that's something you haven't had in a really long time. But we know, I'm Virgo rising, we know, sorry about that. So again, with this Emperor energy, to me, Virgo, it's just letting me know, that you're kind of a bit of a perfectionist. You're really looking to plan accordingly before you act or make any decisions. You're going over things. For some of you guys, you may be ready for war in some aspect. In regards to how your ex is seeing you or feeling towards you, in regards to reconciliation, we have the Devil. They may have Capricorn in their chart. They could be a Capricorn, but again, doesn't have to be, right? They may be feeling a lack of moderation or control on their end. They could have some self-defeating behaviors. They could be having some sort of addiction. They could have depression. They could just be very fearful right now. So it would really all depend. For some of them, they will be dealing with a lot of addictions. Could be sexual, could be alcoholism, could be addiction to drugs. If that's not applying to them, it could be that they are just very overly pessimistic. They're constantly worrying. They're constantly in their own heads about things. They could have a lack of self-control. There could have been some type of behaviors that, you couldn't put up with. This could be, just overall deception, lies. They could have been cheating, but they don't necessarily have to be. The Devil card to me sometimes could be our inner demons. And so for me, it's sort of like battling with anxiety and depression. It's sort of dealing with forms of addiction. Could be overeating, could be undereating. So really, I just feel like right now they have so many things that they need to kind of like work on, things that are like kind of holding them back. They could feel that you were the ones holding them back from things. We won't really know too much because the energies are just so wide. The energies are just so wide, anything can apply. So once we start clarifying, we'll get a bigger picture. The potential for reconciliation at this point in time is the High Priestess. So again, we have a lot of external influences in regards to this reconciliation process, and I almost feel like it's kind of like unknown at this time frame. There's some sort of mystery or illusion towards this. There's a need for more understanding. There maybe in the past, like I mentioned before, I feel like Virgo, you've stepped into your power. I feel like before, maybe your ex was the one kind of ruling the show. And I feel like there's just a lot of things that you need to do, and you need to reclaim power. Or somebody here, whether it's you or your ex, somebody needs to step into their personal power and their personal selves, and kind of really attuning to their mind, body, and spirit, and to trust their inner voice. So the potential of reconciliation right now, and we'll clarify this, High Priestess, because as my friend Ashley from Hello Tarot, which when she told me this, it literally made me laugh. I was in hysterics, but she basically says the High Priestess is definitely, she's ambiguous as fuck. And it's so true. She is so ambiguous. So until I clarify that, I really won't get a sense of what's going on in this relationship and reconciliation. To be honest, just looking at what I have, I feel like, no, it's not going to happen for December 1st through the 15th at least. There's a lot of work to be done, and that's really indicative with the High Priestess basically saying it's kind of up in the air. There's a lot that needs to be done, a lot that needs to be processed and dealt with. And then we have the Hierophant here for the advice. And the Hierophant to me is, yeah, it can be a marriage card for some people. It really all depends on what the cards around it is. This is a Taurus card. So again, your ex could be Taurus. You could be dealing with a Taurus. Or you could have Taurus in your chart, or they could have Taurus in their chart type of deal. But with the Hierophant, there's a lot in this spread about personal power, and I'm not sure where this is coming from. I don't know if your ex was feeling like their personal power was stripped from them, and that you sort of took it away. I don't know if it was them who took your personal power away. There's just a mixed energy. It could be vice versa for you guys. Maybe it resonates with some of you that, that they took it away or you took it away from them. You could have had good reason. You all have your own stories. But again, personal power is really big. And in the advice here, it's really saying there's a lot that has yet to be explored. And there's a need to really celebrate your spiritual self and to get back in and connect with yourself at this time frame. It is sort of trying to expand your new your awareness. It's kind of wanting you to step outside of your comfort zone to sort of radically transform your beliefs, to transform what you've known thus far, and to really, again, step into your own personal power and not to necessarily conform to everybody else. I really feel like it's saying that you need to connect with others, to maybe seek a mentor, a therapist, a healer, attend a class or a program. Sorry about that. So there's almost a need for some of you guys to maybe go through therapy, because maybe, like I mentioned, with this power play, it could have been your ex was just, sort of maybe had belittled you or made you feel less than, or just, I feel like for some of you guys, this was a really toxic relationship, and I don't really like the energy per se. This person literally could have been the devil. And I'm not sure why you would be thinking about this person, to want to reconcile with them, because it really wasn't a healthy situation for some of you. But I feel with the Hierophant really it's really asking you to really get to know yourself, to really tap into to attune to you and what it is that you want, what it is that you need in relationships, and to sort of break the cycle of these types of relationships in your life. Maybe there has been a pattern, or maybe this person just kind of came out of nowhere, and just sort of fucked shit up for you. But there's a lot of healing that's needed, and a lot of getting back to knowing yourself. With the potential outcome for reconciliation, we have the the 7 of Pentacles. So with this energy here, it's letting me know that there's seeds that needs to be planted. There is some contemplation, some spiritual truth. It's needing to really work hard and move towards our goals, planting the seeds. So for me, the Seven of Pentacles is like the law of attraction. It's like setting your intentions, right? And then kind of setting up a plan, putting that plan into motion. This really correlates very well with your energy. So I'm sort of getting with this is like, for reconciliation for you towards your ex, I feel like a lot of you guys are just needing validation not to go down this road. I do feel like there is a sense of love. You do love this person, but again, they've really done a hefty number on you. They've kind of been really controlling and sort of very difficult for you to be yourself. And I feel like for this position of possible reconciliation, it's like you've come a long way. And I feel like your priorities are shifting. And I feel like for some of you guys, it's been rather unexpectedly. And now you're getting these or gaining some new perspective. And you're learning to trust your own instincts. I feel like you look back at your life and you look at all that you've achieved and everything that you've been grateful for. But it's this pause along the journey sort of that you're kind of looking back on, and you're trying to see, should I continue to keep putting my intentions into this relationship or should I keep moving forward? For many of you, it will be that you've changed so much that you don't want to go back, that you are actually making this choice that you don't want to go back. For others, it could just be that you need to work on this relationship with your ex and to start planting the seeds necessary and working with the universe in regards to manifesting the relationship back. I'm going to clarify, but for what I see right here, and again, the situation can be vice versa, but I feel like there was just a very overbearing presence in the relationship. Somebody was controlling another, really stripping of personal power, leaving the person not knowing who they were. I feel like the universe has really pushed itself on your relationship to really gain some control and to allow somebody, whether it's you or your ex, but I'm reading for Virgo, so Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So I really do feel like this is Virgo really stepping into their power, really trying to navigate who they are, what they want, what they need, to attune to their mind, body, and spirit. So taking a look at this relationship in regards to reconciliation, I almost feel like it's a no. And for many of you guys, it's a hell no, and I'm running and I'm going to be working on myself. So I'm going to go ahead and start clarifying these cards for you. Why is the Emperor here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Why is the Emperor here for how Virgo feels about their ex? Thank you. All right, so we got the Four of Wands in the reverse. So the Four of Wands, this energy is really about like reuniting or marriage or twin flame. It's one of those twin flame cards. It's like ultimate love and compassion and working together to have a family, a life, the whole 9 yards. You don't want that with the Four of Wands. With this Four of Wands cup, it's like you're wanting to literally run away. You don't see the potential anymore. You sort of feel very negative about your ex, almost feeling like they're not worth the effort to move towards. Maybe in the past you thought that you thought that you guys were harmonious. You thought that you could have this type of relationship, but when you're reflecting, you're realizing that there wasn't any harmony in this relationship. You guys either fought a lot or you just felt helpless, right? And so again, I do feel, Virgo, that it's your energy that you're, like I said, you're starting to move towards, you know, you're taking time to build yourself up, taking time to really figure out what it is that you truly want in your life and what you truly want to build upon. I do feel when it comes to towards your ex, you do feel like that you've wasted time, you wasted energy on somebody who really just turned out to be a nasty human being, right? And you're wondering, like, how did this person get this way? Like, how did this individual get to be where they are? Where did this go wrong? And so that's why I'm saying with this Emperor energy, you know, you're really standing in your power and you're really looking over the situation and trying to plan your moves accordingly, because you're not sure if this relationship is even worth returning back, because you don't feel so great about it at this time frame, okay? The Devil card. Why is the Devil here for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs X? Why is the Devil card here for how Virgo's ex feels about them? Thank you. We got the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles. So this is very grounded energy. This is obviously earth energy. So again, this could be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So you could be dealing with another earth sign. But this person has a lot of inner demons. They do see you as somebody who's very nurturing, very grounded, financially successful or abundant in some way, shape, or form, abundant emotionally. Either way, they see your inner light. And I feel that there's almost some sort of jealousy, that they wish that they could have this. And I feel like they feed upon this energy of almost, you know, we all have, you know, narcissistic tendencies. We all have some bad aspects of our personality, deep and dark parts of our, you know, or the dark night of the soul. You know, we each have those shadow pieces, and some are going to be more extreme than others. But I do feel like for some of you guys, it was like your ex was so jealous of the way that you moved in life that they just wanted to take it away, and that they got off on feeding on this energy like a leech. But they did love you. They did see you as somebody that they could settle down with, but they have so many issues they just have so many issues going on that I feel like they couldn't really enjoy being in a relationship with you, that they wanted to really take control over you in some way. Let's clarify a little bit more. Why is the Devil and the Queen of Coins here for how Virgo's ex feels about them in reconciliation? Thank you. We have the King of Coins. So I do feel like they wanted a happy, healthy, stable relationship. They could see a marriage between you both. They definitely wanted deeper commitment. They felt like you guys were the ultimate pair. Okay, you guys could be in same-sex relationships. You guys could be in heterosexual relationships. It doesn't really matter. We have a masculine and feminine energy here in the Pentacle suit. So again, you know, I definitely do feel like they wanted a long-term commitment. They saw marriage on the table. They thought stability was here. They thought the relationship was really great. Now, again, this person could have just been extremely controlling, or they could have had addictions controlling their life. Sex addictions, alcoholism, or drugs. So they don't necessarily have to be extremely abusive, but this person could have allowed substances or some sort of addiction to really keep control over their lives. And so that could have been something where you just can't see a future with them. All right. So it could go from somebody being extremely controlling to battling addictions or depression or something or other. But what I do see from them is a loving energy towards you. But for some, I do feel like they were jealous of your energy and wanting to steal that. But I do feel, you know, I do feel like they did want something with you long term, that they sort of saw you and them as the ultimate power couple. For some of you, this could have been something that they liked. They liked that you guys appeared to be the power couple. It was all smoke and mirrors to family and friends. There could have been some domestic violence here. So if those apply, I would just be very, very cautious going back in those types of relationships, all right? I wouldn't advise it. And in fact, I would look at the links below for some of you. And the advice for the Hierophant here was seeking to go to a counselor or a therapist or a healer, or just kind of going within with God, right? So, you know, and this could be that they really liked this power couple dynamic, and they loved showing, you know, the world a false fake mask kind of what your relationship was. But then indoors, it was like, you know, behind closed doors, it was a nightmare for you guys. So if that really resonated with you, please, please, please work on yourself. Ignore this person, move out, get help, get professional help, okay? With the High Priestess here, in regards to possible reconciliation, we have 4 of Arrows. This is 4 of Swords for you guys. Let me just make sure. This is a new deck. So let me, yeah. So 4 of Arrows is going to be the 4 of Swords. So there's a lot of needing to reflect. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done. Right now, it's a time to really get to know yourself. You've been doing a lot of work. You've been putting up with a lot of bullshit. And now you just need some time for yourself. You need to start recalibrating your life, okay? Because it has been flipped upside down and just turned around. Like you have had a number done on you. And it's time now for you to rest, for you to tap into what it is that Virgo wants. Why is the Hierophant here for the advice position? So for possible reconciliation, it's saying, nope, you guys do need this separation. You need this time out. You really need to figure out what it is that Virgo needs, Virgo wants. What's Virgo's next move? Okay, for some of you, it should be going to the police or calling that domestic line. So the Hierophant here is saying for you to reach out, for you to start tuning to yourself. We have the 6 of Cups in the reverse position for me. So there's a lot of inner child work that needs to be done, or just needing to really heal the trauma that you've experienced in this relationship, okay? Or relationships that you've experienced in the past. Doesn't necessarily need to be this relationship, but I do feel like there has been a lot of past traumas or issues that have been something that continues to keep presenting themselves in relationships. And it's something that you're recognizing now, and you're realizing, okay, life is really too short. So what the fuck's going on? Why am I attracting similar situations or similar people coming into my life who bring this sort of baggage? So I really feel like a lot of you guys are really trying to build a new foundation and to really push forward with your strength and to try to find the support systems that you need. So again, with this Hierophant energy here, it's really saying start taking time for yourself and figuring out what it is that you need, and to get the support systems that are, you know, in place for you. So again, some of this will resonate. You're needing to go to a therapist, or, you know, go to law enforcement, or to really connect with your family and friends again. For some of you guys who may have been brought up, I'm just going to open up some windows here real quick. I don't know if that's changed the brightness at all, but For some of you guys, you know, this is really reaching out to family and friends, regaining that support system. For others of you who may have been brought up spiritually or religiously, maybe it's you going back and finding faith into God. So some of you guys will become very spiritual or will have an awakening yourselves. There could be some psychic visions that you're getting, or the situation could have awakened some aspect of you. Sometimes when we go through trauma, it can open up your third eye chakra for some. And so you'll start to get psychic visions and start to have these psychic abilities that maybe you didn't have, or maybe your thirst for knowledge of the occult, or again, study of religion, right? Getting back into faith. And you do have, you know, the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant and you also have the High Priestess here. So I feel like for many of you guys, it will be coming back closer to God or some sort of religion, okay? And then with this Seven of Pentacles energy, as the outcome here, we'll get some clarification. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? For the outcome, we have Five of Coins. So some of you guys, like I said, are going to be putting in seeds of intent. You're going to be really working with the law of attraction, or just trying to figure out what it is that you guys want moving forward. And with this Five of Coins, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to leave this individual out in the cold. You're going to walk away. You don't want to continue this relationship. And I do feel like that is a very good option for you guys right now. I feel like this person has a lot of growth to do. I feel like you have a lot of growth that needs to be done. And truthfully, I do not feel that you guys are actually healthy for one another in any way, shape, or form. Okay. Let me just put that there. So yeah, I don't feel that either of you guys, I don't feel like you guys were meant to be together at this point in time. There's just a lot of toxic energy around there. You're needing to ask yourself, how can you rise above the situation? If you need help, to go and seek it, and, you know, because help's really closer than you think, okay? Now's the time to really reach out to your friends, to your loved ones, to counselors, people that you trust, who, you know, it's a good time to really check in with your emotions and how you're really manifesting your energies right now, how your fears are projecting into your reality, and kind of getting that under control. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, you know, you're in a state of worry or loss. You know, it's difficult when nobody is ever going to minimize the relationship that you have, right? So yes, this could have been a really great and amazing relationship in the beginning, and could have become very toxic towards the end. And it's something that you need to heal. And I'm not saying for a lot of you, you know, it may not have been so extreme. For a lot of you, it could have just been addictions really controlling this person, keeping you guys from really being this power couple. And this loving couple. You know, maybe you guys were that before, and then all of a sudden it's like addiction got in the way, whatever that may be, or depression or anxiety, and it just became too intense. And you sort of felt powerless, like you couldn't help this individual. And so therefore it was like you had to make a plan, you had to make some sort of a decision or discernment regarding your relationship, and you've decided to put yourself first. So again, it can be really extreme. Some of you will be dealing with very toxic energies. Some of you will not be. Some of you guys will just be dealing with everyday bullshit, right? That won't be as extreme as this. What I'm looking at here is that there needs to be a lot of personal growth. So for those of you who are not dealing with super toxic energies, and you know what I mean, right? So you know when it's toxic that you need to go get help. But if it's not toxic, it's saying that in order for reconciliation to really happen, you both need to spiritually evolve. Okay, you both need to spiritually evolve. You both need to work on yourselves. And this is why there's a time out with this Four of Arrows here. There's a split, a time of separation. And there's a time in here, it's sort of like, how are we manifesting our energy? So we're working with the law of attraction. We're working with manifestation. We're planting seeds of intent. And needing, you know, if you guys are trying to manifest this person back into your life, you're needing to become very clear, and you're needing to get rid of the negative energy, the negative thinking, the worrying, and experiencing the lack, because it's not going to move forward from here if you are thinking negatively and you're thinking lack. All right. I'm going to pull from the psychic, let's see, the psychic tarot of the heart to see what messages that we can bring forth. What messages can we bring forth for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Thank you. Reach out. All right. So there's a really strong indication here that you do need to reach out to your support systems, whether it be your family, your friends, counselors, your priest, whomever it is that you need to reach out to. There are people around that have your back, that can help you during this time frame. So please don't stay alone in your thoughts and your feelings. It's okay to obtain help. What other messages can we provide Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs at this time regarding reconciliation with their ex? What messages of love can we provide them at this time frame, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for December 1st through December 15th, 2018? What messages can we provide at this time frame? Thank you. Success and growth. So again, you know, you're not going to be stuck in this energy forever. There is a need for you to continue to keep pushing forward, continue to rise above from the bullshit, and it's okay to reach out and to obtain help, because you are going to be successful in this journey, okay, in your relationship journey, whether it's with your ex or whether it is you moving on in love. You are going to be successful in moving forward and persevering, and you are going to spiritually evolve. This definitely, for many of you, is a karmatic partnership that you were in, a partnership that you guys had signed up upon your soul contract, and it was lessons that you needed to learn. And you've learned a lot of lessons, and they've learned too, but you've learned a lot of lessons, and you've learned to really step into your power. And so therefore, you're going to continue to keep growing on this healing journey. Not saying you deserved what you went through, not saying that, you know, those lessons, you know, you couldn't have learned in a less painful way. But unfortunately, this person was here in your life for you to go through the experiences that you went through so you could grow, heal, and evolve as a human being. And then you have trust. So there is a need for you to trust in the universe, to trust in the signs that you're being provided, to trust in this process, okay? For some of you, you may be the one dealing with the addiction. You're needing to trust the process of getting help and moving forward and pushing through the program. For some of you guys, you know, you just need to trust that while this relationship didn't work, you're moving forward. The universe has always gotten your back and will continue to get your back, and you will move forward in life, in love, and that there is somebody out there for you. I'm going to pull one romance angel card for you, and then we're going to conclude this reading. What messages of love would we like to provide Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus at this time frame for December 1st through the 15th? Okay. And again, if this reading resonated, please like, share, and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate for you, like I mentioned, check your moon, your rising, and Venus signs, all right? And if those don't resonate with you and you'd like to book a personal reading, my information will be in the description box down below. Okay, you can always check back towards the end of the month, and we can look at the energies as it is at that time, as it will be at that time frame. Okay, but we have a really great message that definitely corresponds with this with this reconciliation spread. And it's super funny how, the universe just kind of reconfirms everything. The message here is release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy of this bullshit. Life is too short, Virgo. Life is too short to be dealing with karmatic experiences, right? Why do we want to go back and redo high school after we've just graduated? Nobody wants to redo school again, okay? So we want to keep moving forward, and you want to evolve. And the more you evolve, the more you are being the person you were meant to be, and more people will come back and flock to you. You're stepping into your power, you're getting to where you need to be, and the universe will respond to that higher vibrational being that you are. So continue to keep elevating, really work on yourself, really reaching out to obtain the help that you need if you need it. Okay, for some of you it's just going to be you reaching out and spending more time with your family and friends and getting out more. Okay, but you really need to release your ex. This energy is done, it's over. I know it's easy for me to say because I'm not in the situation, but I've dealt with my fair share of heartache. I've dealt with many different toxic energies out there, and I know that it's not worth it. Okay, you are such an amazing being. It's not worth you going through this heartache. It's not worth your time, your energy. It's best spent working on yourself. You need to love and to care and to nourish yourself and your soul, and the rest will all follow. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to reading for you guys in the future. Have a great night. Love and light to you all, Virgo. Take care.